My name is Jodi, and this is the sign for my name. Um, um, Sign language is pretty fluid with name signs because you can really just make up a sign for your name, and that will be it. And this is the sign for my name because my hair stuck up when I was a kid, and that was the sign my deaf parent gave me when I was a kid. And if James was here, he would say, you know, his name is James because this is the sign for keys, and he really loved keys when he was a kid. So just got that out of the way. And I think it's important to know that expression is very important in sign language because it could really get the message across of what the speaker is trying to say. So I think it's important to know that expression is important. I'm trying to get better at expressing because I'm really shy, but it's very important for the listener to get that expression so they can analyze what you're really trying to say. So with that kind of out the way, I kind of want to start with the alphabet because the alphabet is pretty much the foundation of sign language. If you know the alphabet, you can really hit the ground running, and you can finger spell a lot of the signs that you don't know. So I'm just gonna go kind of moderately fast so you can get a glimpse of what the alphabet is, and then I'll go a little slower so we can analyze the letters in each of them. So I'll just start now. So this is A. You just kind of form a fist, and then B, C, D, if you can see, E, if you can see that, yeah, F, G, I'm like trying to remember the alphabet, H, there we go, if you can see that, nope, that made it worse, okay, H, I, J, K, L, M, if you can see that, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Okay, I kind of went a little slower, but that's all right. So I feel like the alphabet is kind of easy to remember once you get a hold on it because a lot of the letters kind of look like what the letters look like when they're written, like C, O, Q, they kind of look like that when they're written down, right? So it's kind of easy to remember that. And also Z, you just write it out in the air like that. And with J, you can kind of, there's like that little hook of J where you draw it with your pinky. And so I find that like practicing the alphabet is pretty easy to practice because you can just do it while you're doing other things like making food or like walking or you know, waiting for the bus or whatever. You can just silently do it while you're doing other things. And so I think is it possible to like get other people to join in with the alphabet, the fingers, if we can try.
Does anybody want to show off their alphabet, or does Jodi want to do the alphabet with somebody? Should we?
Yeah, I can do that.
Time and we can all practice and then see if anybody wants to show off.
Yeah, the lead if anyone wants to join in and do it with me. So this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. So you just move your thumb to the middle. O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X with your pointer finger, X, Y, and Z. Yeah. There you go. So that was a good run through. I feel it's just kind of one of the things that you have to practice to really get it down and to memorize it. So I want to go into family signs now, if that's okay.
Was that a cat?
Yeah, this is my cat. So I would like to start with like family signs now, because I think that's very integral to sign language and life in general. So, so just one thing that needs to be like pointed out in the way is that this top half is masculine and this bottom half is female. So when you're kind of referring a person, whether their gender, you can like stick to the top half or bottom half. So I think I'll start with mom and dad. If you want to get formal with it, there's like father up here. With you just do your hand and bring it up here. And then there's mother, just bring it down to your cheek. And for simpler reference, this is mom with one pointer finger, and you kind of tap your cheek. And then with your forehead, you would do dad with your pointer finger. Yeah. And so I'll start with auntie and uncle. So you just do the A, and then you bring it to your cheek, and you go around in a circle. So auntie, and then uncle, you do the U for uncle, and then you bring it up to your forehead and do a circle. And so it's kind of the same for cousin. You do the C, and then you bring it to your cheek, and then, you know, if you have a female cousin, you do this. If you have a male cousin, you do that. And so for brother and sister, this one is a little more complicated. You kind of form like a gun with your finger like this, or you could say H. And then you do the same with your other hand. And for sister, you go sister. You would start at the cheek and then join with the other hand. Sister, yeah. It's looking good. Sister. And then for brother, you would do the same, but at the top half from here, yeah. And then bring it down. And for, I guess, the general word for family, you would do 2 F's with your fingers, and then kind of join them together at the top, and then bring them down like that into basically a circle. Yeah, so family. I think, is there any other words I'm missing for cousin, family? Hold on, let me look at my notes. Also, I kind of just threw this in. I kind of want to do friend too as well, since friend are just like an extension of family. You just kind of go like that. And so how are you feeling about the alphabet, by the way? Are we feeling okay? Okay, good. So now that it's hard, okay. If we want, we can do it one more time again, just so it's a lot to memorize for the alphabet. How do you get that?
Any tricky letters that people are having trouble with? I feel like there were for me. I just can't remember them.
Yeah.
But the M and the N, like the thumb goes somewhere. What's M
Oh,
and
for the M?
yeah, okay, M. You put the
Yeah.
thumb.
You put it right by your pinky, in between your pinky and the ring finger.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then N is like this.
Yeah, you put it between your, like, the half of the
Yeah.
hand. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I think we've all got it pretty down okay. It's just kind of for the image.
I'll look for a chart and I will post it in the chat.
Nice. Okay.
Super confident about the alphabet. Does anybody want to share theirs? If not, that's fine.
Yeah. So I have this book that I thought I could translate later into sign language, just a few pages, not the whole entire book, but I think maybe if we want to try, before we do that, I think if some of us want to try spelling out our name in alphabet, if that's possible, if anyone wants to, I can do my name in the alphabet. So this is J O D I. So that was my name in the alphabet. So I guess I'll just move on to the book. I find that like one of the good ways to learn a language is to read books and try to translate it, and to watch or listen to speakers kind of go through a sentence and try to see what you can pick up and see what you can kind of watch out for, right? So this is a cute little Inuit book called Sweetest Kulu, and it's by Celina Kalluk. It's really great. There's a lot of lessons about nature and animals. So I'll kind of just start here. So I'll go slow and I'll say the words and I'll sign the words too. So Sweetest Kulu, I'll just do Kulu for the name. On the day you were born, all of the north, this is north, but the sentence says Arctic, but this is north. Yeah. Summer was there to greet you. Smiling sun shone so bright and stayed through the night, giving you blankets and ribbons of warm light. You had many wondrous and grand visitors. They shared thoughts, feelings, and best wishes with you, darling Kulu. The beautiful land gave you Vertical foundation. That was a long one. To balance and build on. Never be lazy, beloved Kulu, because your land is a place. See, I'm doing P's of bright ideas. Dream a little, Kulu. This world now sings a most beautiful song of you. Sleep in safety. Tomorrow will wait patiently. Be calm, Kulu, and celebrate, because you are true. This is the sign for really, but I'm using it for true. Love. It's like a little hug. And there's also a great another alternative to the sign love. It's that. I really love it. So yeah, I think that oh, a dog named Kulu, that's so great. Yeah, so I think if we want to go over the alphabet again, if everyone is kind of anxious about it, or if anyone wants to spell out their name with the alphabet.
Yeah, that was such a sweet story. Thanks for sharing it. Can you show the cover again?
Yeah, it's by Celina Kalluk.
Yeah, great story. So
Yeah.
for those of you that aren't Inuit, Kulu kind of means cute, right?
Mhm.
Um, so Brian's dog is named Kulu, but the full name is Inukuluk, and Amaruk is wolf. So it's like my cute little wolf, my sweet little wolf. And Kulu sometimes joins us for our meetings, just like Jodi, your cat, joined us for a minute. We
Yeah.
we love our animal friends here. um, but yeah, great story. Does anybody want to try and spell out their name? Any volunteers?
How do you do F?
Oh, F. There we go. Yeah.
How about R? No. I know A.
Francis, is that you volunteering?
Sure, with some help.
Oh,
So F. R. Sorry, what was R again?
R. It's like
R.
making a promise kind of finger. Yeah.
F. R. A. N.
N. Yeah.
N. N. C. Does it, when you're doing it, like, should you have it trying to point to the person, or is it okay if it's to yourself?
It's okay if it's to yourself. Yeah.
Okay. C. E.
E.
Oh, E. S.
Yeah.
S.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay. I'm not doing my last name too. No. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. So how is everyone feeling about like the family signs? Family, auntie. Are we doing okay with that?
Yeah, Tiffany's asking, what if you have two of the same letters?
Oh, yeah, you could just repeat them. So TIFF, kind of make that distinction that these are two different letters, or two letters of the same, you know. So yeah. Um,
Should we see if people remember the family signs?
yeah,
Formally, this is father,
father,
father, fingers apart, mother,
mother,
this is mom, or yeah, dad, cousin, girl cousin,
girl cousin, boy cousin.
clear. Okay.
Yeah.
What are aunt and uncle again?
Aunt,
Aunt, uncle,
uncle, you. Yeah, there you go.
and then wait,
Yeah,
sister, yeah,
so
brother,
like brother, sister.
sister. Okay. What about grandparents?
Oh yeah, you would just kind of extend it from father to grandfather, grandmother. Yeah.
Um, Very cool.
Yeah.
Do you know
Um,
son and daughter?
oh wow. I don't know that. I haven't taken a class in a while, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I guess you don't have your own kids, so you wouldn't too much. Um, hmm. Does everybody remember those family ones? Katrina, do you know the?
What was family?
Family. You do F with both hands and then kind of bring it down in a circle. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Does anybody know the son and daughter ones?
This is daughter.
Okay.
So like,
Oh, right.
Cool.
I don't know, son.
Awesome. Awesome. What else? Any other family? I guess Jodi, I'll be calling you this from now on.
Yeah.
My cousin. Very cool. Um, I wonder, should we go into like greetings, like how to say hello, thank you?
Yeah. So thank you would just, you would start at your chin with your hand and then push it up. Thank you. Thank you. This is please. You would just kind of rub your chest with your hand out like that. Don't get it mixed up with sorry, because this is S, and you would rub that against your chest. You would say sorry. Yeah, that's what I know.
Awesome. Does anybody have any questions?
How do you ask, like, how are you?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. So you would kind of bring your knuckles together like this and then kind of go out. How are, you would start with your letter R and then how are you? You. So how are you? Yeah. You would, how are you?
I'm very slow. My hands don't work. I don't have much like hand-eye coordination, I guess. Do you want to go over that a couple more times?
Yeah. So bring your knuckles together and start with your chest and then how are you? And you would point, yeah. Yeah. And then if you wanted to say okay, okay, you would do the finger sign for okay, or you can say fine. Do this kind of with your hands and point it to your chest. If you're sad, you can go like this. Sad, not okay. If you're happy, you would kind of happy.
I think I've seen Auntie Thelma doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, are
Yeah.
there other emotions that you know? I feel like this is good for if you're talking to somebody for the first time?
Yeah. So if you're mad, you go like this. I'm mad. Not okay. Um, just a lot of that anger up in your head. Yeah. I think that's about as much as I know as that I can think of. Yeah. If you want, we can talk about food too. So
Food,
this
great. Yes.
food. So this is salad. This is like the leaves, and you're like mixing it up. This is salad. And then for hamburger, you kind of clasp your hands together and kind of shake it, hamburger. But also it's very similar to the sign sandwich. Kind of do flat hands and rub together like that. Yeah. Wait, no, that's cheese too. I'm sorry, I'm getting it mixed up. But yeah, French fries, kind of do the F, and then you would do kind of like the McDonald's M with it. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know ice cream?
Just kind of animate it, what eating ice cream would be like. You know, expression's very important. So
Yes.
really go for it.
Awesome, awesome. I wonder, does anybody else have like a favorite food that they want to know that Jodi might? Do you know sushi?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
No worries.
What about like drinking? Would you say drinking, and then how would you say different things? Like,
Okay. So this is kind of drinking. You would like hold the cup and then drink it. But there's also a sign for like alcoholic drinking, where you do the Y and then you kind of go like that. Do the same drinking sign. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What are some other things that we can think of that you might know?
is there specific ones for days of the week?
Yeah. So Sunday, you would kind of start up here and then bring it down. Sunday. And then Monday, you would start with the letter M and kind of circle it. Tuesday, you would do the same. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you would rub your thumb over your fingers like that. And then you're back to Sunday. Yeah. Also, it's another good one would be, another good thing to know would be the numbers. So it's basically the same with counting with your hands. You would go do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but then you would continue counting on your hand. Instead of doing the second hand, you go 6. So kind of like a W, 7, 8, and just kind of move along your hand. 9, 10. And then you do 11, kind of 12, 13, 14, 15. You're doing like come here kind of sign. And then, you know, for 16, you would do the 1, 6. And then kind of move along the fingers, you know, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9, and then 20. Kind of tap your fingers. And then 21, 22, 23. Yeah. I kind of moved fast there, but if anyone has any questions about the numbers, I can go over it again if you would like. No?
Do you know how you would ask, like, how old are you? Or like, I am 20.
Okay. Yeah, so how, this is the sign for how. Old. You're kind of like petting your beard or something. Old. And then are you? Yeah, and then I would say I. You would bring the I and tap it to your chest. I, and then am, And then, you know, for me, I would say 21. Yeah. And then, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. I feel like you've covered a lot of content, but in like a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we want to review any of that. Um, can you do the alphabet backwards, I wonder? Shall
Oh,
we?
I've definitely played with this when I was a kid and bored. So Z, Y, X, is it W? W, V, U, what, oh my God, R, is it? Yeah.
Oh, the alphabet backwards. But yeah. Right? T.
Yeah.
What's T?
Oh, T,
T.
Yeah.
And then S.
S, kind of do a fist. Yeah.
R.
R,
R. Q.
U, yeah.
Who knows the alphabet backwards?
Feels more like a quiz.
Oh man. Like
P.
yeah.
P.
P.
P. It's kind of like K, but upside down.
O.
O,
N.
N,
M.
O, M.
What's L? Sorry.
L. Yeah.
What else?
K.
Sheena, do you want to spell your name?
Then K.
Okay.
Okay.
My
Kind
name.
of.
So like
Mhm.
this? Yeah. Okay.
I'm just kind of.
My name.
Yeah.
S.
Yes. Doing good. Yeah.
Oh, I
H.
think E.
Yeah.
E. N.
N. Yep.
A.
Yeah, you did it. You did really good. Yay. Yay. Yeah.
Awesome.
I think like for name signs too, you can be pretty basic with it and just kind of shake the, do the first letter of your name and then just kind of shake it, or you can do kind of a fancy sign for it. Like my deaf parent's friend, she's also deaf and she does the and her name like that. Yeah. So you can either go fancy with it or you can just, shake the first initial of your name. Yeah.
What's the P again?
P?
Yeah.
Kind of like K, but upside down. Yeah.
Your thumb is kind of sticking through.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm very bad at like remembering things. I'll have to practice a bunch of times. But
Yeah.
awesome.
Charts helpful too. Yeah.
I'm wondering if you can talk more about like facial expressions and like where to put the hands, what mean like things that mean different things. I guess a lot of it's done on the chest or
Yeah.
face.
Yeah. So again, like there's that distinction between like female at the bottom and then male at the top. And it kind of like, sorry, what was the question again?
Just like what your facial expressions mean. Is it super important?
Yeah. So when you're signing, and it's just important to really like let your emotions show what your message is. So just in case like just to help deaf people analyze what you're trying to say, even if you don't remember the sign. It's really helpful for them to look at your face and think, okay, what are they trying to say? Like, if I didn't know the word for like mad, I would just kind of look angry and then try to figure out, okay, like what's mad, and then go with it. You know, and then if also the sign for smile is really great because you can really exaggerate that, you know, I'm smiling. Yeah.
Awesome. Do you know any of the weather? I know weather is a good thing for small talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is snow. You're kind of bringing the snow down from the top, and then rain. It's a little similar, but you just kind of like hold it right there, kind of fancy fingers kind of thing. uh, yeah, and then wind, just kind of go like that. Yeah. I think that's about as much as I know.
Do you know like when it's sunny outside or hot or cold?
Oh yeah, hot. You kind of use your middle finger and then put it right at your mouth and then go like hot. Really put expression there. Hot. Oh gosh. And then cold, kind of brr, you're cold. Yeah.
Awesome. Anybody else have any expressions you want to know about?
I have a question, like, that I want to know what to say. How do you ask someone, where are you going?
Oh yeah. Okay. So this is where. You're kind of shaking your hand. Where? Where are you going? Where are you? And then you would do your index finger and then shake it out. Where are you going? Going. He's leaving. You know? This is the word for leave. Leave. You kind of just take it, pull it out. Yeah. And then this is come in or come, and then inside. Inside. Yeah. Just to kind of expand on that question, to give you more signs. But yeah.
Awesome. I like that. What else? Where are you going? Come inside.
Do you have
Oh,
any Inuit specific words like amauti or komatik or anything like that?
yeah. So this is Inuit. You kind of take the E and then rub it against your nose like that. That's what my mom has taught me. She's an Inuk deaf woman, so that's what she taught me. Yeah. It's really cute. And that's as much as I know relating to like Inuit culture for signs, and I would be definitely more curious to look into Inuit related signs with my mom. Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Inuit kiss. I feel like I had a question in my head, but then I forgot about it. What else? I guess when you're just meeting someone, what are things you would kind of say or talk about?
Well, you could say like, oh yeah, where are you from? So kind of shake where are you, and then this is from. You would take your index fingers and link it together and kind of pull it apart. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. So, sorry, what's where again?
Where?
Where
Yeah.
are you
From. Yeah.
Love it.
And then this is the word to. I just thought of it. This is a good one to know too. Yeah.
Awesome. I feel like I'm like, after not meeting anybody new for a while since quarantine, I'm like, what do you say to people? How do you? um, that's really awesome. Is there any that people want? Any questions that people have? Anything else you all want to know?
I mean, I have a question. It's not really pertaining to sign language, but you guys, like, how would you explain Inuit? Like, what is that? I'm sorry. I think I'm the only one here who doesn't know.
Oh, no worries about that. It's also a little bit different in the States and Canada.
Mhm.
I'll take this on since we are the Toronto Inuit Association. So we are Indigenous peoples from the north, from the Arctic. So most of us are Canadian Inuit, but there's also Inuit in Alaska and Greenland and in Russia. So we have our Inuit Association here in Toronto because a lot of us moved down south. Jodi's also in Edmonton, which is on the other side of Canada. And I guess we could say here, I know most of the Inuit here, so people might know us as Eskimo, but it's not the best term, especially in Canada. It's not a very good term to use. But yeah, if that answers your question, we say Inuit. And Inuk is like one person, one Inuit person.
Okay.
So is one.
Thank you.
No worries. I'm glad you could join, and thanks for asking that question. Yeah, and I really like this Inuit. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Tiffany wants to know how to say, "What are you doing?"
Okay. Yeah. So, sorry, that's the sign for where. So you would take your pointer finger, kind of what? You would do a flat hand with your other hand. What? What are you doing? Kind of pinch doing. Yeah. Yeah.
How do
Awesome.
you say how? Because like
How?
we have where, what. Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
what? Yeah. You would do the how. Yeah.
Who, what, where, when, why?
Coffee? I don't know. Yeah, I think this is it. Coffee. I've seen my deaf parent and her friends do that. Yeah. Yeah.
That's very important. We love coffee.
Oh yeah, and
What
like
about tea?
water. This is water. You would do the W, put it up to your water. Yeah.
And tea? Do you know tea?
Tea. You would you're kind of like stooping, with your finger. You would almost like the F sign and then in your cup and shake it. Yeah.
Awesome. Do you know like sugar and milk or?
Yeah, I don't remember sugar, but this is milk for sure.
True. Awesome. Now you know how to ask someone what do they want in their coffee. Awesome. What are you doing? Where are you from? How are you? How old are you?
Bus or train. Okay. This is bus. You're doing the letter B with both hands and then kind of, yeah. I'm not sure about train. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How would you ask, like, how are you feeling?
So how are you feeling? You would do the middle finger and then kind of put it to your chest. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very good. What are other questions you ask people?
Maybe like what time? Kind of like you're tapping your watch. Yeah. Yeah. What time is it? Sorry, I kind of went up fast there. You would do is with your eye. Is it with your kind of Y. It. Yeah.
Awesome. Do you know any animals?
Yeah, actually, when we were going through the family signs, I was like, don't get it mixed up with like cousin or moose. This is like cow. So you kind of just, when you're doing cousin, you kind of want to avoid doing both sides, unless you're trying to call them a cow. I don't know. And then this is moose. You're doing both of your hands up here, and then you can like exaggerate it by moving your hands or being fun with it. And then dog, you would just kind of like slap your lap, dog. And then actually kitten's kind of fun because you're doing K, and then you're putting it to your cheeks as if there's whiskers, kitten. And then cat, you're kind of doing the same, but with your thumb and index, like that. Yeah. I'm trying to remember horse. It's with an H. And then you do the ears, and you kind of go like that, horse. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, can you do kitten again? That's so challenging. Kitten?
So horse.
Yeah, kitten.
Oh, kitten. Okay. Yeah, you do the two Ks, and then go up to your cheeks, and then kind of do that. Yeah.
Awesome. You have a cat, right?
Yeah.
What's
What
your
about seal?
Feel
seal?
or feel? Oh, seal.
Seal.
I don't know the word seal, honestly, but I do know the word fish. You're kind of being the fish with your hand. Yeah.
Awesome. Do you know
Meat. I just thought of meat. Yeah.
do you know like bunny or rabbit?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Always just trying to think of some animals.
Mhm.
What about colors?
Well, I know this is the sign for color. You would just kind of bring your hand up and put it to your chin. And this is either pink or purple. I think it's pink. So you would do that, like the letter P, and then bring it up to your chin. Pink. And then blue, kind of shake it with the B letter. Yeah. And then brown, you would kind of go alongside of your face. Brown, like that. Yeah.
Awesome. Wonder, do you know like school, work, like different locations? Maybe?
Yeah. So school, kind of bring your two hands and slap it down like that. Work, do two fists and then kind of bring them together. Yeah, work. And for school, kind of leaning on that, you would do learn. So it's like the words are coming out and putting into your mind, like learn. And then teacher. Teacher, you start up here with your hands and then bring it down. So like that, because this is the word for person. And so you're kind of like teach person. Yeah.
Love that. Very cool. If that's
Oh.
what's
I'm not sure what the sign for jail is. Sorry, don't use it often.
yeah. Do you know what car is? Car and bicycle?
Yeah, car. So you do the letter C with both hands and then bring it down, car. And then for bicycle, it's just kind of like your 2 feet and you're like biking. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and so for the sign for run, you would kind of do like, and then bring out your index and put it into your thumb, link it, and then kind of animate it forward. You're running. And then walking, or you can do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, really cool. Yeah, so maybe if you, the next time you see a friend that's hard of hearing or deaf, you could say like, I'm learning sign language. How would you say that?
I M A M, and then you're kind of learning. So you're bringing like your knowledge up to your forehead. And then I don't know the word for sign, but I know the word for language. So language. And so for sign, personally for me, I would finger spell it. So S-I-N. Wait, that's the same. Sorry. S-I-G-N. Yeah, so sign language. You're like spinning it around and then you're pulling it up. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Do you like have signs for facial parts, or do you just point to like this is my nose, this is my eyes?
Yeah, I think you would just point. If there is signs, I wouldn't know. Sorry. But I think another important sign word is deaf. So you would do the D with your hand and then kind of start at the front of your face and then bring it back. Deaf. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. How would you say like hearing? I'm deaf, or hearing, or
Hearing. So yeah, with your two fingers and bring it to your ear. Hearing. Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll wrap up in a few minutes. How about do you want to take a picture and then maybe we can try the alphabet a couple more times?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody wants to choose, like, maybe put the first letter of their name in the picture. So P is like this?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to pause the recording for this.